And welcome back to Grand Scheme Corner, ladies and gentlemen. We are jumping back into our Brilliant Diamond playthrough. I have been doing some work on our team, as you can see. They're wrong direction. They're getting stronger, but we are gonna have to continue to get them a little stronger tonight. So we're probably gonna work on them a little bit. But I also I did some other prep work this morning, which we'll get into in just a minute. Before we get too deep into it, though, let's remember there are rules. Rule 1, be nice, be kind, and do not put anything profane in my chat. Rule 2, keep yourself safe in both my chat and on the internet, so don't put anything personal out there. Rule 3, please do not spoil the story for anybody. We're all here to have a good time and enjoy it, so just don't spoil it for us. And rule 4, let's have that good time. Welcome in, Diddley. Glad to see that you made it in. So I want to do a few things. I did do some prep work, but the first thing I want to do, I was going to go grab those berries right there, because somehow or another I have missed them, and I have no idea 100% where they're at. I just see that they're on the route, so I gotta figure it out. I forgot you were streaming today. I just remembered. That's okay. You're just in time then if you just remember, because you were the first one in the chat tonight. So appreciate you coming to hang out with us tonight, though. Yeah, how'd you forget? It's our typical Monday night. We always stream on Monday nights. We rarely miss Monday nights. Oh. Well, apparently there's a security guard here that I haven't battled that I missed along the way. Alright, well, let's battle him real quick. And we'll go see if we can find those berries. It's okay, Diddley. I was just being curious. I mean, considering this is what we do honestly, they're Monday nights. I have forgotten a time or two. I was like, ooh, I gotta go home, I gotta get ready. And I usually remember like last minute as I'm trying to get ready. So don't worry about it. It ain't that big of a deal. But still appreciate you coming to join us. And like I said, you're the first one in, so you made it just on time. What else is he got? Oh, he's in a mod shop. Okay, let's knock out this mod shop real quick. And then off to find those berries we go. And then I will show you guys the prep work that I did earlier today to get ready for tonight. Welcome in, Luigi. Glad to see that you made it in. And we're gonna see if we can go have some fun tonight, along with training. Of course, naturally we'll do some training, but there's something else I have worked up. Whoops. Yeah, and get caught by the security guards that somehow or another I missed the first time we came through here. I don't know where these guys come from, but they're trying to put our metal to the test, aren't they? That's okay. We're gonna defeat them real quick, and then we're gonna go find those berries real quick that I'm missing. However, I missed those, and then we're gonna be on with our adventure for tonight. So how's everybody doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? Y'all have a good weekend? Y'all ready for this week? Who's without me choking, who's prepared for this week? Who's ready? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm not. I'm falling down on this week. I know it just started, but this week and I are well, we're having to get acquainted in our own little way, because yeah, it's been a week already. I've mainly just been doing some grinding, working around here and there wherever is a good spot that's decent level for us. All of them, trust me, it wasn't fast. It took me several days worth of playing little by little, and I would put in an hour or two here or there. It was not a quick process. It took me some time. Well, I snuck a yawn in. That's what I did. I did work at it a little bit as much as I could. Ooh, there's a Pokeball we missed. As much as I could this week. Every time I got a chance to sit down and work on a game, I was spending a little bit of time in this game. Oh, there's the berries I missed. I see them now. and then I would play a little bit of whatever I wanted to play. So some of my game time was actually taken up by preparing for this week. What's shaking, Niall? Glad to see that you made it in. Appreciate you coming to join us. Okay, let's check the map after this and see if these are the berries that I was missing. I'm pretty sure they are. Alright, no, not that button. This button, that button, and this button. Absol is still in the team, still hanging strong. Hang on a second, I'll pull the team back up and I'll show you the levels. I've been leveling them up, I've been getting them trained up. Okay, so now it looks like we got the berries from there. Okay, so let's go back over here. Excuse me. Just trying to get stressed out and get comfortable here tonight. Absol is up to level 46. Like I said, I've been training everything as much as I can. I've been spending some of my personal gaming time actually training. Like I told you, I was gonna do some off-screen grinding. I've really been working at it. So, what I did this morning was I primed a few honey trees. Thank you, Niall. Appreciate that. So let's go see if we can get us some Pokemon on these honey trees. So let's go see what we can find here. And I did this about 13 hours ago. Yeah, it was about 7 o'clock-ish this morning. So most all these these honey trees should be ready to go. So let's just see what we can find. Let's see if we can find us some new Pokemon tonight. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of new Pokemon, let me grab my names here so I know where I'm at in the list. Speaking of which, Joe. Joe is where we're at right now. Okay, that yawn snuck up on me. Okay, so we already have a Silcoon, so we're just gonna go ahead and knock this one out because we don't need to catch it. But yeah, I slathered up, I don't know, 10, 11 trees this morning, something like that. A pretty good bit of them. And I want to go around and just kind of check them all. Let's see if we can get any new Pokemon, something that we haven't gotten yet, because there are still a few Pokemon that we're looking for. Let's not re-slather them yet because I'm not going to check these trees tomorrow. But what I can do is go ahead and buy us some more honey so that I can do this again next week. Let's get us about 20 of them. There we go. So that way, come next week, I can slather up some more trees. Ooh, there's 2 more. Okay, let's go this way. So yeah, I decided this morning that in prep work and checking berries and things like that, I'd go ahead and slather up a whole bunch of trees around because I figured it'd be fun for us to go after some of these honey tree Pokemon, especially considering there's a few things we don't have. I don't know, do we have a Combi yet? Let's see. Well, maybe catching a Combi. We do not have a Combi. So let's see about catching this little guy. And that low level, let's go with a quick ball. And Joe, if you're in the chat, which I have a feeling just based on who all's there is not in the chat, then we're probably going to name this Pokemon after Joe. Nice. So we caught us a Combi. Yeah, I know this is probably going to be like great experience growth, but I figured this would be something that it would be nice to be able to try to catch Pokemon that we have not caught. So there we go. We've got Joe. And that puts in Ramon Riding right now. Domri? What's Domri next, if I'm reading that right? So I'm not sure. No, we are not adding it to the party. Alright, let's go to the... No, I don't want to reslide that one. Let's go to the next honey tree. Should be another one down here if I remember right. Yes, there it is. So yeah, I figured this would be nice to kind of see if we could try to find some Pokemon that we haven't gotten yet. And of course, naturally, if we do find Pokemon we already have, which we'll defeat the ones that we already caught. Like this Apom. Pretty sure we already have an Apom. So we're gonna go ahead and just knock this one out because we don't need to catch another one. And I'll try my best to do this again next week because I've had a little bit of time in the morning time more to actually jump onto the Switch and just do a little bit of minor gaming. So it makes it a little nicer on Monday mornings to be able to actually get up and start slathering up honey trees while I'm just kind of going around gaming. So yeah, I figured, you know, it takes about 6 hours or so on average, 6 to 24 hours for these trees to actually prepare. Oh yeah, it's right up there. Oh, there it is. So I figured it'd be something nice to be able to do to try to catch us some Pokemon we don't normally catch. Wow, we're on an Apom run tonight. Plus, maybe we'll get lucky. We'll find the handful of Pokemon that we don't have from these trees and add them in. So hopefully you guys what do you guys think? You guys liking this idea of starting with honey trees on Monday nights for Pokemon? I know it's nothing crazy exciting, but hey, it's a chance at us trying to find some Pokemon that we haven't seen before. Wrong button again. Let's see here. Okay, so we can go over here next. And honestly, if we keep this up, we might be able to make a little bit of a routine out of it and make a circle or a pattern or a direction that we know we can go. And we can just hit up all the different honey trees that we want as best we can. Alright, so let's see if we can hit this one up. Oh, a Wurmple. Not bad, but I think we've already got our Wurmple. Don't we? Yes, we already have a Wurmple. Well, I was hoping we'd find some new Pokemon. There's a couple of... well, there's at least one specific one for sure that I know of that we need to catch that I believe only comes from the honey trees. No, we're not slathering any more on it right now. I may be wrong about that, but we'll find out. Alright, let's head down here to Heart Home. Let's go catch that honey tree there. So how was y'all's weekend? Anybody do anything fun? Anybody do anything good? Anything interesting? Or was it all just everybody slept in over the weekend? Because I'm gonna tell y'all, it would have been nice if I'd have got a chance to sleep in. I did not. I was busy over the weekend. Saturday I did the 9 to 5 thing, and then Sunday of course we did the church and family thing, which I enjoy that. It just doesn't mean I get the chance to sleep in any. Wow, another Wurmple. Yeah, apparently we're not getting any exciting encounters tonight off these trees. That's okay. Hopefully in the next week or two we'll be able to get something exciting off them, especially if we keep this process up. If I can continue to slather honey on them in the morning time, then we can check them that night. Yeah, hopefully we'll wind us up with something good. All right, where's the next one? Okay, it's out here. And again, I'm pretty sure I slathered up, I don't know, 10 or 11 of them. I think there's 2 of them that's not quite ready yet, so we'll have to check them by the end of the stream, see if they're ready. Hopefully they'll be ready by the end of the stream and they don't take the full 24 hours. Where's this honey tree? There it is. So we'll break that rock. thought it was, it didn't look like it was wiggling. Well, that's okay. We found us another wormhole. What's gonna be on the last one? Anybody got any idea what might be on the last one? Any guesses? Because I think we got one more tree to go. Let's go see. Let's go see what's on the last tree. No, we're not gonna slather anymore. Not right now. So yeah, there's two there that are not ready yet from the looks of it. And then this one last one here that is ready. Alright, let's see what's on this last one. Anybody got any guesses about what's going to be on this last one? Anybody have any thoughts? I'm just curious if you guys have any suggestions and hopes. I'll find it. Oh, there it is. Well, it's wobbling at least, so that means there's something on it. Ooh! A Burmy, which I think this is a new Pokemon for us. I think this is one we've been needing, if I remember right. Yes, this is one of the Pokemons we need. We're gonna throw a quick ball at it. I know that's a cheesing way to get it, but you know what? That's how we're gonna do it. You know what? I don't think anybody is here tonight in this list. So I think, because a lot of these people I haven't seen in again since they come in that one night. You guys got a suggestion for a name? I'm gonna just let you guys name it tonight. And I'll take whoever comes up with a name that you guys all agree upon, that you guys are cool with. And then after we get done with the league, we'll get back to our chat lock the way we were doing it, to where it's first in, got the name first Pokemon. But for tonight, what do you guys think? You guys got a nickname for it? What you guys want to name Burmy? I will wait on you guys to give suggestions. Yeah, and with that, I think I'm gonna throw this away because I'm pretty sure a lot of these people have not been in a while, and I think it's time that once we, because we've had so many weeks without catching new Pokemon, I think it's just, we're just gonna restart the chat lock naming whenever we get done with the league. Because once we get the national decks, we'll open up a whole bunch more Pokemon to be able to go after, I hope. If I play this game right. You know, it's on to me to not screw up now. I do need to go catch the 3 lake trio, but for those, I don't know, I gotta think about those. I gotta think about how we're gonna do those. I don't know. I'll think about it, and we might go after them in a week or two, because we do need to go after them to complete the decks. But we got to get trained up enough to go after the league first, which you guys want levels 80 to 90. So we're about halfway to where you guys want to be leveled up to. So, any names? Any suggestions for Burmy? You guys got anything? What do you guys think? Niall, Diddley, you guys got any suggestions? Luigi, somebody, huh? No. Do you want to call it I don't know? I mean, I'll do IDK if that's what you want to call it. That would be kind of funny, actually. That'd actually be really funny to call it an IDK. Yeah, just figured. Yeah, do IDK. IDK. I'm down for that. IDK. Why not? Alright, so we'll put Burmy in the box for now. Or IDK in the box for now. No, we are not slathering any more honey on those. Peek. Peek at what? No, that's not where I want to go. Let's check and see. Okay, those two trees are still honeyed. They're just... Oh, nothing? Alright. Those two trees are still honeyed up. They're just not ready for catching Pokemon yet. Okay, so we're actually at a really good spot. Let's do some Pokemon training right here. This is actually a really good spot to catch Pokemon. I mean, not catch Pokemon. I'm sorry, to train Pokemon. My brain is... I'm telling y'all, my brain has left me for today. And if you guys find it, I would love for you guys to return it to me. Otherwise, I'm operating without a brain tonight. Ooh, do we already have him? Yeah, we already have Mr. Mime, don't we? That's why it's a good spot to train right here. Mr. Mime pops up, and it's a good amount of experience for him. Maybe too much experience. Hopefully we don't lose anybody right here, right now. Maybe this is not the spot we need to be training up at right now. Hopefully we can knock it out. Okay, cool. You don't have it. Oh, we don't have a Mr. Mime. Oh. But for some reason I thought we did already have a Mr. Mime. Good catch, Diddley. I'm glad that you caught it. If that's the case, then let's see about catching this guy. Let's go with an Ultra Ball. We've weakened it, so might as well. I thought we got one in the underground for some reason or another. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining it. I really thought we had one. Alright, well, what's the name, you guys? Now that we've, thank you, Diddley, for letting me know that we did not catch it. But, I had not caught one yet. But, what's the name? What name are you guys suggesting? Nice. Yeah, what's the name for the Mr. Mime that we, thank you, good call. That, we're just now catching. I guess this is a good spot to be at, because we're catching Pokemon that we don't have yet. It's good. I did not expect to catch. I didn't expect to see the Burmy. I was hoping for the Burmy, but I didn't expect it. And I really didn't expect to see a Mr. Mime tonight. That, again, I was thinking we had one already for some reason or another, but I guess not. I don't know. My brain is just. I told y'all, I don't have a brain tonight. I really don't. I feel like the Scarecrow. No brains whatsoever. And if you guys get that reference, then congratulations. You've probably watched a movie that's very, very old, or you're old yourself. Name it Juan. I'm down for it. Ooh. J-U-A-N, J-U-A-N, Juan. Juan the Mr. Mime. We have Juan Mr. Mime. Yeah, bad joke. I get it. I know. But I thought it was funny, okay? It wasn't so bad. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we've seen a Munchlax. We don't have one Munchlax. There it is. Look at that. We got us a Mr. Mime. We gotta get some Mr. Mime Jr. Mime Jr. now. We'll have to go after that later. Alright. Onward and upward we go. Let's see what else we can knock out around here. Get us some experience from. And hopefully not let it knock us out. Let's go with a Psychic. Might have to go heal up here before too long. I'm not so sure about that double hit thing. That wasn't exactly indicative of holding on to our team. Okay, that's not so bad. Alright, hit him with that knockout. No, sorry, knock off. Let's see if we can bring down that Floatzel. There it goes. Down it goes. Bye-bye, Floatzel. There we go. Let's put Nile in the lead for a moment. And let's see what else we can battle right through here. See if we can kind of get us a little bit more experience, or if we can catch something else that we don't have. I thought Gastrodon was one of those ones I was having to run from in the past because they were not good for us. No, I don't even want to risk it. I really don't. Let's just run away. Let's see if there's anything else we can fight out here before we move to someplace else. Oh, another Mr. Mime. Okay. Well, this should be easy because Niles should be able to take down the Mr. Mime pretty easily, thankfully. Let's use the Night Slash. That is one thing I've noticed about dark type moves, is there's not a lot of attacking type dark type moves. Most of them are like they steal items or they do some kind of status change. In dark typing, it's not really an attack heavy type per se. Whoa, snuck another yawn in there. Which is kind of interesting considering it was supposed to be a type to balance out. Yeah. Hey, those yawns are coming fast and furious tonight. It was supposed to be a type used to balance out Psychic in Gen 2. So for Dark to be a balancing type balancer, it doesn't have a lot of attacking moves, funny enough. Maybe that's just my thought. Maybe I'm just missing them somewhere down the line. But it just doesn't seem like it to me that they have a lot of attacking type moves. Alright, hold in there, Nile. You got this. Ooh, hello. That was a harder hit than I expected it to be. Yeah, let's go heal the team. Let's go find someplace else to while this isn't a bad spot, we're getting decent experience. I don't feel like this is the safest spot for us to be. Nope, wrong button. Else we're gonna be here healing constantly. I'm trying to remember. I think the Victory Road area was an okay spot to battle. I don't know. Let's heal up real quick and then we'll kind of fiddle around up here. See if we can find a good spot to not heal, to train our team up and kind of see if we can get some levels worked up. I was thinking there was a spot here though, like just inside the cave that I was using, if I remember right. It seemed to be okay. The other thing is, I'm kind of curious what kind of Pokemon are here in the water. I don't think I've fished up here any at all. So I'm hoping maybe we can find a fish or two up here. Okay, here we go. What do we land? A Remoraid. Do we have a Remoraid? I might actually need to catch this one. No, we have a Remoraid. Okay. I couldn't remember. Couldn't remember if we had a Remoraid or not. I was thinking there might be some kind of water type Pokemon. Because we honestly have not done a lot of fishing. I've done a little bit here and there, but not done a lot. And that's not an extreme amount of experience. Let's just do a little bit more fishing because I just want to see if there's anything else up here worth getting. Really? Another Remoraid? Okay. Let's go to Victory Road. Apparently this is not going to be the spot. Fishing is not going to be the thing to do, and this is not the spot to hunt Pokemon. Alright. Down to Victory Road, because that's, if I remember right, I think that's where I was last, really efficiently um, training. But we need to put Alvin back in the lead because if it's psychic typing, it's good against these rock type Pokemon in here. Or at least it hits pretty decently hard. Let's see what we can find right through here, because I think it was through here that I was training last. There we go. Let's see, what do we got? A Golbat. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the spot where I was at last that was doing okay. That I wasn't worried too much about. Yeah, I see we can hit this Golbat super effective with the Psychic. Thankfully its bite's not too crazy tough. There we go. And down goes Golbat. That's decent enough experience. And see, even there, Moon Mist is leveling up again. So yeah, we're gaining some levels through here. Hopefully our Rhyhorn will evolve to a Rhydon tonight. And then I can get it ready to be a Rhyperior before too long. I see, yeah, like Medicham here. I'm pretty sure Dazzling Gleam can take out Medicham pretty easily. The only thing I had to really worry about in here was the golems, but I don't think we can golems up this area. See, there down goes Medicham, and it should be a decent amount of experience. Yeah, see Spike already leveling up again. So yeah, this is a spot we'll train here for a little while. So again, how was everybody's weekend? I haven't seen too many saying much about the weekend. Y'all have a good weekend? I mean, don't go into too crazy detail. I get it. You know, keep yourself safe on the internet. But I mean, did you guys enjoy it? Welcome in, Missed Me. Glad to see you made it in. Appreciate you coming and hang out tonight. Okay, so here we go. Machoke, another easy one to take down, especially using Alvin's Psychic. Pretty bad? Oh, I hate to hear that. Well, hopefully we're making it better now that you're here hanging out with us on Monday. I mean, it's the start of the week. It's Pokemon night. I mean, how do you get any better than this? You could hang out with us here in the gaming corner. I mean, this is the best, right? Yeah, I am too. Missed me. Hopefully it's getting better for you. I really hope it is. And yeah, so you did miss it at the beginning, Missed Me, just to give you an idea. I slathered about 10 or 11 honey trees this morning, and Clive, you talking about Clive from Scarlet and Violet Pokemon game, or you know, the professor that, not the professor, the director? Or are you talking about someone else? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I know you're talking about Clive, which is technically, yeah, the director. Yeah, we met him when we played Violet. Yes. What about him? Let us knock out this Golbat. See if we can earn us a little bit more experience. That's the only thing, is this is the area that I mean, did you do it that way on purpose, or this was an accident? I'm assuming with the frowny face it was an accident and it wasn't meant to look like that. But I mean, Clive doesn't have a bad hairstyle, it just is unique. And what's wrong with a little swoop back with that hair? But hopefully it's doing what you wanted to do today. Then is it still fighting you, Missed Me, or is that hair doing what you wanted to do? Nice. Nile, Dracula, and Milotic all level up. Yeah, this team is getting stronger. I'm glad I took some time to do some off-camera grinding. I don't like it in the games. Okay, that's fair. I mean, it is a unique hairstyle. Let's drop Aquatail, because that accuracy is not great to me. And we'll take surf. I like surf. Plus, I'm kind of curious about seeing what it's like to surf on Milotic now. We might actually have to go back out to the water here in just a minute and just see, can we surf on Milotic instead of using Barrel, and if it, what it looks like. I'm kind of curious now. Okay, so here's your Graveler. Yeah, this is the only major thing I'm worried about, because these Gravelers, they like to use explosion sometimes. And it does have sturdy, so I think we're going to run away. That's another thing that's nice about Gardevoir is Gardevoir's trace ability will let us know what the other Pokemon's ability is. And when they have sturdy, and knowing that it excuse me, knowing that it could have explode, I don't think I want to risk it. I don't want to risk trying to lose Alvin over a Graveler having sturdy that we can't knock out with one hit, and then it use an explode because of its sturdy right after we defend it with sturdy. Yep, see, it's got sturdy again. Impulsive, how you doing? Welcome in. Because I'm afraid that while I'm doing the switch, that Graveler's going to use explode, and then we're going to lose something like our Milotic. I don't want to lose our Milotic. Now, once we get some higher levels, maybe. The other thing is, right now, we don't have a high enough level water type to defend off everything else, and to be able to survive if we do switch things around. Our Milotic is at level 41, I think, right now. Ooh. Got nothing strong against this. Yeah, let's get away from it. Well, long time no see, chat. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome in, Hatch. Let's see if you're made it in. So far so good. What I was talking about, Impulsive, is yeah, see, our water type Milotic is only level 40, and I don't want to switch into Milotic and then we lose Milotic because the Pokemon those are in late 40s, 45 to 47, and they knock out our Milotic before we even get a chance to use it. And on top of that, the Pokemon that are not necessarily weak against water, like the Machoke, the Medicham, they would knock out Milotic pretty easily, considering they're not weak to water right now. So we need to get Milotic up a couple more levels before I would trust it to hold its own just yet. Don't go insane. And see, I'm trying my best to be smart about our training right now, because I don't want to lose anything anymore. We've lost enough Pokemon friends along the way, and we got too much riding on trying to get this team ready to fight the league, that I really don't want to lose anybody if I can avoid it. I want to do my best to try to keep everybody up and to pay attention to what's going on. That's the reason why I'm kind of like paying attention more about what moves I'm using, what Pokemon we're fighting, if it's got sturdy, things like that. I'm trying to be conscious so that it's not just me mindlessly fighting Pokemon, trying to level up and lose something. Because I really don't. I don't want to lose anything again. This is a really good team for what we're going to be doing. Just got to get a few more evolutions done. Need to get Golbat to go ahead and evolve up to Crobat. We're going to have to get Spike, our Rhyhorn, to evolve to a Rhydon. And then eventually I'll take it and get it into a Rhyperior. Because, hey, Legends Arceus will still let you evolve without having to trade. So that's really nice. So I'll probably run it over to that using Home and evolve it that way one night. Alright, what are we sitting on? Rockhead, okay. I'm not worried about this too much. Let's hit it with Psychic and let's see if we can knock it out. Hopefully we can knock it out in one hit. Close. Okay. That's not so bad. We'll take that. And let's hit it with another Psychic. And after this, we need to go heal up. We need to go heal our our team up because I don't want to take a risk of losing anybody right now. Like I said, this is not the time when we need to worry about losing a Pokemon. This is the time when we need to get our training done right. So for those of y'all who missed the beginning, of course, I recommend whenever you guys get a chance, go back and watch the opening of the stream. And crazy, don't go crazy on us. But I decided this morning that when I was doing some routine stuff, to go ahead and slather up about 10 or 11 honey trees. We did go check almost all of those trees at the beginning of stream, and we did end up getting a Burmy, Pokemon that we did not have. We also ended up catching, who was it, a Mr. Mime, unintentionally, just because of where we were training at. But we have, I think, yeah, 2 more trees. We'll keep an eye on those and see if those switch over to having Pokemon on them. Right now they do not have Pokemon on them. They still have honey on them. But I'm hoping before the end of the night we have Pokemon on those 2 trees, and we can go grab those at the end of the night, or sometime here in a little while. Oh, I was hoping I could choose to use. Oh, I guess it won't let us. I was hoping I could choose to use Milotic to surf, but it doesn't give us that option. Okay, well, I guess we do not have the option of using surf on the Pokemon we have outside of battle like that. I guess we have to use Barrel. Alright, so how's everybody doing? Y'all have a good weekend? I know Miss Me, you told us a little bit about your weekend, and hopefully it's getting better for you now. What about everybody else? Everybody else having a good weekend? Have a good weekend, or how's things going for you guys? Again, you don't have to get into the crazy details. We understand. Keep yourself safe. But just being curious. See what see who had a good weekend. Crazy. It's crazy. Silly. Silly am I. I don't get the counting, but okay. Wish it was. Wish it was what? Wish it was a good weekend. It wasn't a good weekend, Hatch. Which I know I gotta talk to you, and then either later tonight or tomorrow. We gotta get caught up. Bad. The Chargers lost. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Not at all. Not at all. What? A good weekend? It was a good weekend, or it was a bad week? I'm lost. That's the problem with trying to keep up with chat, is I'm not sure where we're at in the conversation. Well, I'm assuming that means that it was a good weekend is what you're saying, so I'm glad to hear that it was a good weekend then. At least I'm hoping that's what you mean by it. Stay with your chat. Well, there's a little bit of a difference between chat and where I'm at live, so the doesn't mean good. Yeah, but I don't remember where we were at in the conversation when I was asking you whenever you said not at all. I don't know if it was me saying it was a good weekend or a bad weekend or what. So that's throwing me off. You're getting me confused. Yeah, I'm getting me confused too. Let's not take down, because that one does damage to Spike. And I don't want to take damage. Oh, okay. So it was not at all. It was not at all a good weekend. Okay, so it was a bad weekend. Okay, my bad. Well, I hate to hear that it was a bad weekend, Hatch. Hopefully it's gonna get better for you, man. Yeah, definitely. Yes, we gotta talk about some other stuff too. So. Alright, let's get back to the grind and let's see if we can try to get these Pokemon a little stronger here. Let's see if we can knock out this Medicham. I know Diddley was here a little earlier. I don't know if Diddley's still in chat or not at the moment. I haven't... Oh, there he is. He was up there. So yeah, hopefully Diddley's still hanging around. What level does Rhyhorn evolve at? I don't remember now. I'm gonna have to look that up in a few minutes. If we don't evolve it here in a little bit, because I thought it would have evolved at 40. Maybe it's 42 it evolves at. Wow, interesting. Oh, I will tell you all this. We made some teriyaki chicken in the crock pot last night, and we threw over some rice this morning for lunch. I'm gonna tell y'all, it was just downright delicious. It was just so good. Spike, the Rhyhorn. I thought Rhyhorn evolved around level 40, and maybe level 42 that the Rhyhorn, or Spike specifically, evolves at. But I was expecting it to evolve already, or pretty close to evolving by now. I just don't remember what level Rhyhorn, or in this case our buddy Spike, is going to evolve at. I could look it up in a little bit if it doesn't evolve. Hopefully we did a few more levels tonight, and we can try to evolve it tonight. Let's just use a Dazzling Gleam. I want to see what happens if we use a Dazzling Gleam. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's just as effective. Just as effective. That didn't want to come out right. As Psychic. It is level 42. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was 40 or 42. That's what I was thinking it was going to evolve at 40, but okay. So if we get it up to level 42 and it doesn't evolve, then I'm going to have to find out something else. So then something else isn't right. But hopefully, I'm not second guessing it and you're completely correct. I'm assuming you're probably more correct than I am at this point. Rockhead. I think we're okay then. Let's hit it with a Psychic and see if we can knock it out. There we go. Knocked out that Graveler. And a one-hit KO too. Thankfully it did not have Sturdy. Ooh, Alvin just leveled up again. Heal Pulse. Ooh. These remember a healing pulse that restores the target's HP by up to half of its max HP. No, because I don't think we can use that on ourselves. It can only be used against someone else. Fair. Appreciate that, missed me. Thank you for looking it up. That's exactly what I was gonna do in just a little bit. Uh-oh. I'm thankful ours is not going out right now, and hate to hear yours is, Diddley. We've had so much rain here lately and today that I was afraid ours was gonna give me some problems, but thankfully it's not. Because when we get a lot of heavy rain, our internet does act up usually. And it's not that we had a lot of heavy rain, we just had an all-day rain, so we kind of got a little bit. But I guess because it was raining steady and slow all day, light most of the day, it soaked in pretty good. A story? Okay, I'm down for a story. What you got, missed me? Alright, Golbat, you are going down. We're gonna knock the Golbat out. There we go. That's another thing I should have hunted down, was the Shell Bell for old Dracula there. See if we can get its friendship up. But I'm sure we'll get its friendship up soon enough so it evolves into a Crobat. You could have left the yes at Diddley. I thought that's was just your way of really getting everybody's attention. Alright, let's use a Dazzling Gleam on this Macho because it is we can get them. Let me set the scene. It's Christmas Eve 21. I believe I just got home from looking at Christmas lights. That's a fair thing to do on Christmas Eve. In fact, that's probably something we're going to do on Christmas Eve. Welcome in, Hammer. Glad to see that you made it in. And is it cheddar cheese, pepper jack cheese? What kind of cheese are we talking about here? Just don't make it stinky cheese. We don't need no stinky cheese around here. Alright, let's see who we fighting. Okay, get another Medicham. For some odd reason, everybody is crowding around one counter of the apartment complex. One corner of the apartment complex. Okay. It's maggot cheese. Ooh. I don't want none of that. You can keep that cheese. Did I set a fire? No. Not that I'm aware of. No fires that I'm aware of. Alright, so Milotic and Spike both gained a level, and alright, so Spike is getting up to that level. Whenever I see Medicham, I think of the Hayden's old Medicham nickname. What old nickname? Which one are you talking about, Impuff? And welcome in, by the way. Appreciate you coming to hang out with us. Okay, so you're talking about fires and peace here, Hammer? I mean, hey. Well, at least you're ending on peace, so I'll give you that one. Walked over there and water is spewing out of the wall of the apartment inside. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Not quite sure what you're trying to say there, Puff, but gonna keep it family friendly for us though, please. Okay, yeah, let's see if we can knock out this Gallbat. We're doing okay. I need to check Alvin's HP. That's the nickname? Really? Never heard of that nickname. Of course, I'm not sure. Hayden's? I'm not sure who Hayden's is, honestly. I have to. I leave again because I was grabbing water. I leave again because I was just grabbing water. What do you mean you were just grabbing water? I don't understand. You were trying to help? Were you trying to help stop the water from spewing out, or you just wanted to get a bucket of water and you were good to go? New word unlocked. J7ST. Yeah. I mean, I like it. It's new. You're good, Diddley. Ooh, Moonmist leveled up. Oh, Moonmist trying to learn Heal Pulse also, but the problem with Heal Pulse is you can't use it on yourself, or the Pokemon that's using it can't use it on itself. So let's not learn it. I think I was getting water from my sink for a cup. Okay, wait a minute. I missed something in the story then, I think. For some reason, everybody was crowded around one corner of the apartment complex. I walked over there and water spewing out of the wall of the apartment inside. I think because there was just grabbing water. I think I was getting water from my sink for a cup. I think I'm not quite understanding. So you went over there to where they were spewing the water out of the wall to get a cup of water instead of getting it out of your sink? I think I'm lost. For a cup from my sink to go to my apartment and get a tall cup of water for the road. Perfect. Oh. To my apartment and get a tall cup. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Nice. Is an OG Pokemon tuber. He had a good bunch of nicknames too, but I don't think I can say it. If it's not family friendly, then yeah, please don't. We keep everything family friendly here. I flooded and he didn't have a proper to try to empty the water. Fair enough. Well, I'm trying to understand. I was getting water for a cup from my sink to go to my apartment and get a tall cup of water for the road. So you went and got water for the cup you had in your sink. And you were getting a tall cup of water for the road. Yeah, I'm not. Maybe I'm not seeing it right. But you went over there to the apartment where the water was spewing out to get the water for your cup from your sink to go to your apartment to get a tall cup of water for the road. Yeah, I'm missing something, I think. I don't know. I'm not. Maybe it's just the way I'm reading it. I'm missing something. I'm confusing myself. Not always, Puff. I mean, I drink plenty of water myself, personally. Am I reading it wrong, Miss Me? Because I don't know. I'm missing something, I think. And I feel like there's a joke there that I'm missing, or either there's something that I just completely am oblivious of. My apartment and got water from my sink. Okay, so while the water is spewing out of the water wall at the corner of the complex, you went back to get water out of your sink. Okay. I don't think I have had passion fruit that I can think of. At least not passion fruit juice, anyways. But while juice is good for you, there's still a certain amount that you got to be careful of. Water is still better as far as an overall hydrating your body. No joke. Okay, interesting. Well then, I was, maybe that's my problem, is the way I was reading it. I was thinking there was supposed to be a joke in there, or there was something I was missing, and I was stuck on that aspect of thinking that I'm looking for something funny to happen, and I missed it. That is Bob Blast. Juice is a solid improvement. I mean, I'll give you that, Puff. Between Baja Blast and Juice, yeah, Juice is definitely better, but we still got to have a certain amount of water as well. To the apartment to come home. I see the crowds split. Okay, so the crowd started disappearing whenever you headed home, or they started leaving whenever you headed back to your apartment. This wasn't coming from your apartment, and that's not what you're trying to say, is it? Is that where we're trying to go with this? Apartment is flooding now. Okay, so it's not your apartment. Okay, so it wasn't yours. I'm just making sure it wasn't your apartment that you were talking about was flooding. Okay, so it is another apartment. Okay, gotcha. Oh, I see. Okay, it actually split in two. Oh, I thought you meant the people were leaving. Side of the complex. Oh, okay. So it wasn't your specific apartment. Okay, gotcha. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That sounds like the water had been running for a while, though, if that was falling apart quite like that. Macho? It doesn't seem too bad in this game. Oh, there we go with another sturdy. We're gonna run away from it. Actually, let's there was still lots of water in the pipes. Yeah, I could see them maybe not turning it off for the entire complex, but maybe turn it off for at least that building. Okay, we get a couple more psychics. Oh wow. I wonder if that means they froze up that night before, or they froze up at some point and that caused them to explode. ESP, but do you think there's any reason to get it over other than 3D models? BDSP over Platinum? The only reason why I would say go BDSP instead of Platinum is for sheer convenience. Of course, BDSP, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl are on the Switch, so they're very easy to play on a modern, well, it is a modern console, so it's also easy to get your hands on them. Whereas Platinum is very, very hard to find nowadays and very expensive when you do find it. Plus, it's on our older hardware. It's on 3DS. Oh, okay. If you've already got a copy of it and you're ready to play a Pokemon game, Platinum actually has a better story in my opinion, because I like going into the to the dark world. So yeah, if you've got a chance to play Platinum, I did not notice if it had sturdy or not. We're gonna run away just in case. Play Platinum if you're okay with just playing through the story. Now, if you're wanting the Pokemon to be able to send up to something like Pokemon Home, then Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl is a lot easier to send to home right now. I just froze over because it was super cold and they didn't have their heaters on. Ugh. Yeah, that's the thing about living in an apartment complex, is you just never know who's gonna do what like that, and not pay attention to the weather, or not have their heater on, not let the water run or drip, something like that. That's one of the few things that you do have to worry about in places like that. Ooh, Spike should be evolving now. I know a place that has silver for $600 still in box. Yes. Heart, you talking about Gen 2 silver, or are you talking about like Soul silver? Which one are you talking about, Impulsive? By the way, I realized that the Brilliant sounds similar to which is Spanish for shiny. Oh, interesting. That's a cool thing to know. Venoshock, that's a good poison type. Let's drop Quick Guard, because Quick Guard really doesn't do us any good. I think stick with Platinum after seeing some of the models. They look a little like Play-Doh. I mean, that's fair. These are updated 3D models for the newer versions of the games. Soul Silver, $600 for Soul Silver. That's not bad. Ooh, snack stuff. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. You want to say hey? Hang on a second, I'll switch it over while you're here. Where's the... That's not the one. That's the one that works best. You gonna stick around and visit for a little while, or are you just gonna sit by and pop in and pop out?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop out. But hello.
I thought I heard her.
Impuff. Hi. Welcome to chat. Josie. Deadly. Hey, Deadly.
I still think it's Jose. Is it Jose or is it Josie? How is that said, Impulsive? You tell us. Thank you for the snack. Thank you, ma'am. I will eat it in just a moment.
He missed me.
But yeah, $600 for a Soul Silver in box. That's not bad at all. That's fair price compared to what they are nowadays. Because even I got just about freezing and melting in the ice cream in the pipes, and the ice cracked in the pipes and proceeded to explode. Yeah, when the ice swells, when the water swells up in the pipes like that, because it freezes, it'll break pipes. Yeah, you got to be careful about that kind of stuff.
There's a Ricky here too.
Yeah, well, she's a Ricky.
Should have just said Soul Silver. Hi, Ricky. Oh,
not that valuable.
he's getting it back.
Yeah, crystal, yellow, red, blue, and almost all of the GBA games. Do they sell for a lot? Yes, very much so, Puff. Loose, depending on which game you have in good condition, they can go anywhere from $50 up. If you have them complete in box, they get very, very expensive, especially things like Heart Gold and Soul Silver that come with the Pokewalker. And if you get that Pokewalker in there, that just drives the price up crazy high.
Hey, Luigi. Also missed me. Poppy.
Yes.
No,
yes.
bring back to no. Look, she didn't want to stay on camera. She is the grumpiest old lady you'll ever meet.
You ain't joking.
And she's a little stinky right now. I would bathe her right now, but then you're gonna hear her squealing in the background.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get quite that much money off of them, Puff. Not enough to quit your job, but you might get a fair amount enough to put a decent down payment on something new, something that you want, like buying a new gaming console or something like that. A couple $100 depending on like it's still like we're talking about how they're in box. Just do some searching online and act like you're gonna buy some of those games that you have, and just look at some of their prices. They're up there.
So, okay, Miss Me saying rah about the puppy. Miss Me, if you look, all of my shirt. Wait, this way. They're all basset hounds dressed up for Christmas. So I'm trying to convince Grant that we need a basset hound. So please miss me, so we can have a stream dog. Just saying, do your work, Miss Me. Because Ricky refuses to be that stream dog.
She stinks. She stinks.
Convince him we need a basset hound. Convince him. Ricky, you're back. Hi,
yes.
Ricky. He's like, no, don't put me on stream again.
That's a trap rock blast.
Should we put Ricky up to the mic so they can hear her grumbling? Do a poll.
You can probably hear it from here.
Wait, let's see. Great, let's scoot over.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah, get the brownies. No, get a
no, get away from that.
A Cumberland, yeah, those are pretty. Scoot the mic over for her.
As far as my favorite Pokemon,
listen to this.
Hold on. Let me do this.
Puppers. No, I've dreamed of a basset hound since I was like 10 years old.
You can kind of hear.
He just burned. Ew.
You can kind of hear a little bit whenever I muted the
my knees are hurting.
the game.
Okay, maybe I do get a chair.
All right, are you taking the chair? You gonna stay?
All
right, well, hang on for a few minutes.
I gotta work on Christmas gifts, but
as far as my favorite game goes, Puff, my favorite Pokemon game, I'm not a Gen 1er because I'm not one of those people that say Gen 1 is the best games ever and there's no way they can get any better. That's not my forte. The games have gotten better over the years. Having said that, Generation 1, Red, Blue, and Yellow were the Pokemon games I started with. So I will always have a certain amount of nostalgic fondness for those games. Specifically Blue, because that is the very first Pokemon game I ever owned. So I will always have a very special place in my heart for Gen 1 Pokemon. Now, I like Gen 1 Pokemon in multiple forms. I like the original Red, Blue, and Yellow. I like Fire Red, Leaf Green. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They're all great in their own aspect. But I will always have a place to go back and play Red, Blue, and Yellow.
pause. She
Give me a
said do a
second, Miss Me, and
poll.
I'll answer that one.
She said do a poll.
A poll on what, though?
About getting the basset.
Well, that was never a question on whether or not we were going to get one. It's just a matter of when.
Should
That
we
was
make
the
it a
answer.
subscriber goal?
No.
Like when you get monetized, we get a stream dog.
No, that is you and me. That's an us
Okay.
thing.
Can I tell the story about? What do you ask me?
Yes, give me a second though. Let me answer
Okay.
Miss Me's question. In all fairness, we didn't get green here in the States officially, quote unquote officially.
I got you, Green.
Hold on, I'm getting
Okay.
to that. In fact, if you want to grab that off the shelf real quick, I'll show it. Do you mind grabbing it real quick?
If you put up the poll, because Miss Me says now we're in 2 seconds. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. It's time.
Y'all take things literal around here with me.
Ricky, do you agree? Ricky says yes.
Will you grab the green, please? Having said that about green, considering we never got it officially, yes, Hannah got me a unofficial copy of green, and it's green, just like it was in Japan, but it's fully translated to English. So I don't have it in Japanese per se. I have an English version of it, but it is a fake cartridge. But I have been playing on it. Whenever I decide to pick up my actual Game Boy, this is the cartridge I grab usually and have been playing lately. Hannah's grabbing it. I'll show it to you in just a second. But yes, I do like Pokemon Green as well as a part of that. But because we didn't officially get it here in the States, it was never one I played in my childhood as an official game. I've only recently played Pokemon Green. I played Red, Blue, and Yellow growing up. Red and Blue specifically to begin with. Blue being my first cartridge, and then Yellow that I picked up later down the line. Did you find it?
Yes.
Thank you, man. So this might be a little tough to see, but I'll show it to you guys as best I can. But that is the fake green cartridge per se that Hannah got me that I do play. It goes in and out of my Game Boy as I decide to play. And Crystal is the best. Beat Gen 4 in terms of music and ambiance. So you like you like Pokemon Crystal's music better than Generation 4? That's interesting. Because a lot of people use Generation 4 for lo-fi music as far as Pokemon music goes. But Pokemon Crystal is a very good story. It's funny thing about Crystal, I almost missed out on buying Crystal. This is driving me nuts. Hang on a second.
Thank you.
Well, I just realized that we're being cut off really bad. There we go. I almost actually missed out on buying Pokemon Crystal because I was kind of at that point in my life of like, do I really want to keep playing Pokemon? And then Generation 3 got announced, Ruby and Sapphire. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a copy of Crystal, and I started playing it just a few months before Ruby and Sapphire actually were released, and played through it.
I did that with Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Barely bought it right before you got a chance to lose out on it.
Yeah.
My better playthrough, honestly, was on the 3DS, the Virtual Console version. I played a lot further into it, finished a lot more in it, got a lot of more Pokemon in it, and then of course I also like the fact that in the 3DS version we got the Celebi event that was Japanese exclusive.
You gotta do the poll now.
Times frame. All right, what are we doing a poll about? About getting a dog? Because getting a dog has never been a
about
question.
The Basset Hound. Can I tell a story now?
Well, you got to explain what the poll is supposed to be for.
Should we get a Basset Hound now?
Now?
That doesn't mean we're gonna necessarily abide by the poll because there's life factors to consider.
Exactly.
But I want to know should we have a Basset Hound as the stream, or should we acquire a stream dog?
Okay. I gotcha. Okay, I think I know.
Or Miss Me might have better suggestion. Miss Me, you might have to adjust this poll based on Miss Me's feedback.
We'll see. Well, I'll probably have to.
Miss Me was the one who said do a poll, but yeah. So our first
date, more or less.
Yeah, our first date. We sat down to eat food, and one of the first questions he asked me was, "So, are you?" Because we knew each other prior. So he was like, "So, are you serious about this Basset Hound thing?" I looked at him and I told him it was a deal breaker. Single-handedly, a Basset Hound was a deal breaker for me. But I've dreamed of having one for like almost 20 years. Okay, no, you're not remotely close.
Okay, we'll spell it.
BASSET space.
Oh. I thought it was one word, but okay.
So either what Hannah said or in 4 months or a year.
The time frame, unfortunately, is not something we're going to be able to pull up about.
Oh, no,
time frame is one of those things that it's going to depend on life, real life, and that's just something we're going to have to work out.
Don't say make, say acquire or get, because we're not going to make the dog. No, because Gravy's a mascot.
Okay, well then what was your question that you were...
Stream dog. Diddley's like, lore. Yes. Diddley, if you want more lore. We've known each other for basically, for both of us, I think almost half our lives for both of us.
Give or take.
Yeah. No, because we're keeping both. Yes, stream dog and Gravy. Gravy's not going anywhere.
Look, who's doing this poll, alright?
Me. No, you should do a stream constructing the dog molecule. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, I tap out. My channel's gonna fail at that point.
We're gonna build.
Okay, does that work for you?
Yes.
Okay, there's the poll. There, I'll let you guys decide. Where am I at? I'm lost as to where I'm doing.
You gonna eat your snack?
Yes, not the dog's been breathing on it.
Yeah. With her
Stuck her nose right up in it.
poop.
Ugh. No, that dog got some foul breath if I ever smelled any.
We're trying. It's just not working.
Pet experience. That's hard to explain because the fact that growing up, my family has had multiple pets. Pay attention.
Who's Gravy? Oh, I almost wrecked his tag. Gravy is our slowpoke that we acquired at NAIC.
Put him a little closer. He's hard to see there.
He's also blown out.
Yeah,
Because
well.
it's so dark.
No, it's just straight up the monitor. The monitor's doing it.
No, when you moved it, it adjusted. Wait, ooh, there's Gravy.
There you
It
go.
looks a little creepy in this light, but he's our slowpoke. We acquired him at NAIC, and there's footage. Now you can turn the light.
I'm turning it back on. It's slow.
Gravy is our slowpoke that we acquired at NAIC, and he rode in Grant's backpack.
There should be still photos up on the community tab. I never took them
Yeah.
down, so they should still be up. You have to scroll back a few months worth of.
Yeah, it was in
scrolls.
June.
June, yeah.
Hannah, why you should vote.
Oh, you have to vote.
Oh
that you're-
yes, I
yeah.
need to vote my own poll.
So back to our pet experience.
I need to. Mine's gonna be different than yours, I'm sure.
Okay, fair, a little bit, yes, but
I understand about the cat thing, but I'm not like straight up like allergic, like bad allergic to them. But my eyes get really itchy around cats, and they're kind of jerks to me. I don't know.
they can be.
Me and cats just don't. I can be friendly to a cat and appreciate a cat, but I don't want to live with a cat. That's just my personal, because I have had cats in the house. Grant can tell you on, I guess it was December 30th, because it wasn't New Year's Eve, it was like New Year's Eve. I got attacked by a cat last year.
Oh yeah,
And I had to go to the doctor and get a tetanus shot. So like I have a scar on my arm, like right here, from being attacked by a cat. Like the cat was normal, everything was fine, I was petting it, it was a stray that we were gonna try and take in, and out of nowhere it pinned its ears back and lunged at my face, and I screamed and did this, and it attacked right there.
She wouldn't let me kill it.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, Miss Me, I'm sorry, I'm working on it. I was telling my cat story. Anyway, so after that, yes, a cat will keep you alert, but like I think I have a slight bit of PTSD
joking.
from that. Like I really do. And I just
until it wakes me up in the middle of the night and I throw the cat across the room because of the fact that it pounced on me while I was sleeping. And then me and that cat can go round and round.
I don't think we're cat people. Either one of us are cat people. He's not really gonna throw an animal onto.
No, I'm being facetious.
I know, but that's not what you should do on YouTube.
Okay, fair.
One
tell you
person
later.
voted against it to just have gravy.
Um,
Was that you?
I can't vote. I've got the live chat.
You don't have to say who you are, person. It's okay.
No.
But as long as it's not him, because he doesn't have a choice.
No, I don't mind cats. I can live with cats, but they are very
You have to throw
demanding
animals.
animals.
No.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you have
being
made the
facetious.
correct decision. Yes, of course, because this is my dream for the past 20 years of my life.
I hope this is not one with sturdy. So back to our animal experience.
Yeah.
I grew up with pets all along. My family have had multiple animals, multiple dogs. Oh, it does have explosion and dirty, and this may not be good for us. Ooh, Alvin survived.
One is Impuff for sure. Hey, it's okay. Impuff can have their own thing.
That's fair. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion.
That's kind of the point of the poll, is because
Yeah,
we're curious of your opinion, but we're still gonna do us.
that's fair. So anyway, so I've grown up with pets and animals, and of all kinds. Honestly, we've had far more than just dogs. We've had our share of cats and turtles and everything else. As far as me myself, Ricky is one of 2 dogs that I myself have owned since becoming a quote-unquote adult. You, however, you just only ever had pets in your family, right?
Well, no, I guess my animal experience is probably different than your average person these days. I had 3 dogs growing up as a child. One of them we had when I was very little. My parents had gotten him before I was born. And then the other 2 I got in middle school after the first dog had passed away.
Is there nuts in this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you.
That's okay. Thank you.
Missy, it's been 5 minutes, close the poll. No, but like, who are these people voting to just have gravy? My heart. Anyway, so if you're changing your vote, please don't. At least don't change your vote to just have gravy. Anyway, so we had the 3 dogs, but also my family, we had livestock. My parents still own livestock, and they own chickens as well. So cows, horse, chickens. So I've had the experience too of working with larger animals, and
Awesome.
yes, I didn't know if you're offering me or not.
You're talking, so I figured not having a drive-through would be nice.
So I think there were stray cats that wandered up, and actually when I was I don't know, I guess like a preteen age, we had a stray cat that wandered up that I became very attached to. He would sleep in my bed, had his own pillow. Like, I had my full-size pillow and he had his little tiny pillow and slept next to me. Like, it was a whole thing. So it's not like I don't like cats.
Just have a bad experience recently with one.
Yeah, and it's more of two, like, no, it's not your job to close it. We're talking about maybe you're the one who voted to just have gravy. And Miss Me is calling people out.
You're welcome to have your vote however you want.
Yes.
That's the beautiful thing about voting on YouTube. This is all your opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion.
Yeah. Anyway, so I feel like I've had a pretty varied animal experience in the sense of livestock are not pets, but there is something to be said for raising animals. And
Our slowpoke.
yeah, gravy's our slowpoke.
Gravy the slowpoke.
Okay, great. She says close the poll.
Okay, alright, I'll close the poll.
So it means we need to have a stream dog and gravy.
Alright, there's you guys.
We should make
There's
the
the final.
Bassett a Grant's Gaming Corner shirt. And we could cook for it in the cooking corner. I have so much content, I've decided. Anyway, but yeah, so like I feel like I have a healthy respect for animals in general, and just taking care of an animal and valuing that it's a life. We've had purebred animals, we've had adopted animals. My most recent dog was a shelter dog. Grant met him. He was a one-of-a-kind dog. We just lost him.
He was a
this past
sweetheart.
year. Yeah.
He was a very big sweetheart.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Most
You're
people
too
don't have
emotional on this.
no, I'm okay. Most people don't experience having livestock, and I think it's really cool to have that experience, because with them being such large animals, you have to respect them. Not that they're going to be in charge of you, because you can't let them be in charge of you or you will get hurt. But
You have to also be respectful of the fact that you have to be in charge so that they don't hurt you.
well, and be respectful of the fact that they're bigger than you and that they
don't know that. They don't understand that they're bigger than you. They think that you're just the same size as them and they want to play.
okay. No. I mean, yeah, some of them do want to play.
Like that.
Some of them do want to play, but when you're talking about just the idea of not being reckless with an animal, I see a lot of people, like when they go like to see horses for the first time, that they're just like, like all crazy. And horses they're skittish animals by nature, but they're also big. I mean, and respecting that, a horse, the reason they're so skittish is they're a very alert animal, which is what makes them so great for riding and for carrying goods. But just things like that, and respecting, like, when you have milk from a cow, cow's milk, or when an animal does pass.
Well, and also the fact that a cow giving milk means there's a calf. And you have to respect the fact that that's a mother animal taking care of its baby. they're going to defend their baby to an extent as well. So you have to be conscious of that yourself and respect the fact that she's not trying to do anything other than be a mother.
Well, yeah, and also just the idea of if like we've had maybe this was last year, I guess. There was a cow we had that had a calf that was born disabled.
Yes.
But it wasn't a physical, well, it wasn't like, it was more of a mental disability. Like the calf was born with some mental respect milk 2025, yes, info. But yeah, the calf was born with a mental disability, and so we had to separate the calf from the mom to get medical help for this calf. And respecting the idea of separating a mom from her baby and she can't understand why you're doing it, that's tough. And then the calf ended up not surviving just because of its disability. It was not survivable. We did everything we could. We worked a lot for that calf, but it wasn't physically possible. So respecting too, also like that mom went through that grieving process, and to see that through the animals. Grant's whole milk all the way.
Whole milk. I'm sorry, you say what you want. 2% is watered down to me.
There's actually a creamery that's just down the road from where we live. So by the creamery, like, they are a farm that they have milk, like dairy cows, and they sell their milk there. They also sell it to local stores, and so you can literally get it fresh within a day or two from the cow. And it is fantastic. Whole milk like that is the best.
Here's the part that I haven't tried yet. I've heard, and I know it to be true, they make ice cream on site with this milk.
It's so good.
And I have not tried it yet.
I want to take it
jealous of that part,
because you can make butter from milk. Excuse me. I heard you can make fresh butter from the milk. So I heard they add stuff to non-whole milk to make it taste non-soulless. Is it true? I'm not for sure about that, but I mean, I will say that, yeah. I mean, when you drink 2%, to me, it tastes like water.
Yeah, I can't speak for if stuff's added to it or not. Of course, naturally, there is something taking out of it to make it 2%, because there's a lot of cream taken from it. Some people say that 2% is better for the body because it doesn't have as much of the fat in it. Some people say whole milk is better for the body because it does have the fat that you technically need. It's one of those things that realistically you need to talk to your doctor about that one and see what's best for you.
Yeah,
that's
and
something
also,
personal.
People who stop drinking milk, I'm talking cow's milk specifically, sometimes aren't. If you completely stop it, when you try to restart it, you may not always be able to do that. That's common too.
You can develop a lactose intolerant because realistically, there have been studies, and I've read a few of them that say that our bodies don't technically need milk after like not adolescence, toddler age. That realistically, as an adult, your body doesn't need it. Me, I love milk my entire life, and I drink it all the time. You don't
need it, but at the same time, there's like, especially like you're talking about calcium for your bones to maintain the longevity of your bones as you get older in life. There's a lot of things in milk that are good for you.
Yes.
That give you, especially, and that's why whole milk to me, especially getting it from a creamery. So it's like, I know these are cows that have not had all these other things. So like when I get this milk, it's like straight, nothing added. Like I think they do, I think they're supposed to pasteurize it before you can put it in a store. So I believe they do that. Like they follow like the protocol as far as keeping it healthy, but this is not cows who've been raised in like a big giant metal building. They're raised on green pastures. You can literally look at the cows who you get the milk from when you go pick up your milk. Like you can go see their farm. There's little baby goats too, and they're really cute. You can feed the goats corn and they like to hop around.
Yeah, that's right. That place has a petting zoo kind of area.
Yeah, it's just it's a family farm, and that's one of the things they do at the farm. We should go out there.
Yeah, I actually haven't been there yet. I've had some of the milk from there. You've been there a time or two, haven't you?
I've been there
a couple times.
Twice.
Yes. Okay. So, I mean, I can understand the concept of not wanting to go see a doctor, but I'm just saying, as far as what's best for you, I am not a medical. I'm not. I am no doctor. I have no medical advice specifically. Do what's best for you. If you're questioning it, then the people to talk to is a doctor, not me. And I'm just telling you what I know is good for me from what I have done. And I know that me drinking milk every day, my body can tolerate it. You can ask Hannah. There's very few days that I miss drinking some kind of a glass of milk.
He goes through milk like crazy. I
Look, I love
rarely
it.
drink
It's good.
milk, but I'll drink it maybe once a week.
I have to have a glass nearly every day because I just enjoy it, and
Yeah,
it's just what I'm used to. Alien eyes. I must have missed that comment, but I'm getting
Especially in the
That's fun.
goat. What's it called? The goat game.
that goat simulator.
Goat simulator. That's it.
Yeah, the ones I don't want to deal with are the screaming ones. The ones that
I want the
yell
faking
at
ones
you.
where you walk up and they're just like,
Yeah, but that cannot be good for the goat if you're doing that to them all the time.
I wouldn't do it all the time, but if I was having a rough day, I'd walk out like, hey, and they're like,
You're using this poor little goat to entertain yourself and you make your day better, and here it is thinking, oh my goodness, I gotta faint so that something doesn't get me.
I have not seen that commercial. That's a little freaky.
Little commercial about the old guy whose arms fall off because he lacks calcium still makes me paranoid. I don't think I've ever seen that commercial either.
Yeah, I could do without that one.
Now, I do remember the old Got Milk
Yes.
campaign from when I was in school.
Oh, back in the, I wish they still did that at schools. Like that's part of the American school experience is the got
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah, that was all over the place.
Or the people don't do this anymore because they don't do the milk box cartons anymore, but where they'd have like missing kids, you know, to advertise.
Well, at this point, I mean, you pretty much Amber Alert them, and that's how you
Yeah,
find
but
your
I'm
kid
saying-
nowadays.
Well, but that doesn't always work. What?
It's just condensating on my desk. I'm gonna have to wipe that up in a minute. You want some more before I finish this off?
No, thank you.
Because I am definitely gonna finish this off here in just a moment. Leave a poll for Grant's cooking corner. I mean, that's been a conversation going on for a while now. I don't know what y'all want to poll about that. Y'all been trying to convince me for that one for a while. I tried to give y'all Overcooked with Hannah just to kind of at least get some kind of a semblance of cooking, but I've still yet to figure out what y'all seem to have a fascination with me trying to cook. I'm gonna burn something down.
That's the
Telling
point.
y'all.
We want to see the carnage. Although honestly, it'd probably be me at the rate we're going.
I'll be nice and not talk about that.
Okay. I have been working hard in the kitchen and I have made some snafus in the midst of my great victories. I made a fantastic, it's a cranberry bacon Swiss cheese dip I made tonight and it was the bomb.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
You never told me what that
Oh,
was.
well, it's in the fridge if you want to try some. You can reheat some. I'm gonna have it
Maybe.
for breakfast at work tomorrow.
And I asked you like 3 times what that dip was, because you kept saying it was just a hot dip. And I never got what that was.
Sorry,
That's okay.
I was busy sewing. I've been working on a quilt.
Oh, I mean, there's
Now
no
I'm working
question
for
about
Socks.
the answer to whether or not y'all want a Grant's Cooking Corner. It's always going to be yes. I know the answer to that one. That's a no-brainer for me. Now, whether or not I'm ever actually going to do it, well, I got to have a whole different kind of setup to make that work. My camera is wired, attached, and my computer is on the other end of the house compared to the kitchen, so...
I know what we need to do. It's just not through OBS.
Oh, it would be chaos for me to do that.
GoPro and you're good.
Fair, but I don't. Well, yes and no. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Puff. One, I don't own a GoPro. The other is
Christmas is coming. That's not what I got you for Christmas, don't worry.
that would require a lot of editing, and I'm not a heavy editor kind of person. And if you are you volunteering?
Are you volunteer? Where is my laptop?
It's stacked over here with mine.
Okay.
Same place it's been for a while.
So I need that.
Well, the other part is with what time?
When we take this full time. If we take this full time, we should. Huh?
Problem is we have no time right now.
No, I'm saying when we take it full time.
Yeah, well, that's...
I think that would be a good, like, hey, if we get Grant's Gaming Corner monetized where we can take it full time, then we do Grant's Cooking Corner.
That would probably be the reality of when it could feasibly happen at that point.
Maybe. I have some ideas, but I think we would also have to be in a different house.
That's fair. As far as streaming it, again, my setup is on the opposite end of the house, so
No, I have some. Yeah, you're right. He could live stream it. There's some equipment. It'd have to be through your phone, and you would have like your computer up on the side with chat and stuff, and you'd live stream it through your phone. Have to hook up a mic. There's ways we could do it, but
that feels like you'd still be buying equipment to make it happen.
you'd be buying some, but not as much as you think you have to buy.
That is not what I meant to do, but I'll take calm mind. Just live stream it. We get to the point where we're monetized, and I will seriously consider figuring out a way to live stream it, and I'm full monetization. Let's do full monetization. The 1,000+ subscribers, not the 500+ halfway monetized that YouTube has now.
They really have just kind of slowly I guess because so many more people. Cook something like Eggs Benedict that has a lot of potential for error. Good grief.
I mean, eggs in themselves have a lot of potential for error with me, because anything outside of scrambled in a chocolate cake, I'm gonna fail at. I know how to scramble eggs.
One day, what we should do, we should get Chloe or Mama D or somebody and do full out Iron Chef episode, Hannah versus Grant. Grant's cooking.
I would lose.
But it would be
it's not Hamburger Helper, I would lose.
It would be so fun. We could have a theme ingredient and like have it. You ever seen Iron Chef? Like not Iron Chef America, but like the old school Iron Chef. There's a streaming service called Pluto. It's free, and Iron Chef is on there. They used to have a whole Iron Chef channel, and they took the channel off, and I'm about to email Pluto and tell them I want the channel back.
Never mind, that answered my question.
But it's so good. Iron Chef was one of my favorite shows as a kid growing up. Like, you have to watch it. It's so good.
Truly.
It's in Japanese, and there's a... Wonder who would... Oh, it'd be me. Like, it really would be me.
Oh, no question about it, Hannah.
But here's what's gonna happen is
Yeah.
I would win out of pure quality, but he would have the most creative dishes. So Grant would be the entertainment, and I would be the finesse, and that's how it would work.
Also, not 100% sure mine would be edible when it's all said and done, because I'm gonna throw what I want in there.
He's cooking dubious food. We could let the Basset be the taste tester.
I am not cleaning up after that dog.
Ricky, did you want to be the taste tester? I said the Basset could be the taste tester. Ricky's going.
I am not cleaning up after that dog after you feed that dog that night. Either one of them.
Ricky,
Or a Basset.
Ricky, are you gonna talk to the people?
So,
Ricky,
can we make this simpler and just give out the name of the Basset?
yeah, his name's gonna be Ollie. I decided that when I was like 10 or 15, somewhere in that range.
Chopped. I haven't seen Chopped. You know
I
what it
like
is?
Chopped. Yeah, I like Chopped. That's a good
Okay.
show.
She's the cooking connoisseur. I'm the guy who.
I also love the Great British Bake Off. I'm not caught up on seasons for that though. My dog would eat it, throw up, and start eating it. Ricky would do that. Ricky 100% would do that. The Basset honestly probably would too.
That's
What
the
happened
problem.
to Diddley? Did we lose Diddley?
Diddley,
Where's our historian? You have to keep track of the lore.
Oh.
Not the dog who is getting all y'all's vote for president.
Oh, a different dog? Oh, goodness.
Master Chef is really good too. Master Chef is good. I haven't watched that much of it. I like Guy's Grocery Games. I think that's it. It's like a mix of...
Is that the one with the dude with the 90s sweaters?
No, that's Supermarket Sweep.
Okay.
Guy's Grocery Games is Guy Fieri. They're in a grocery store and they have to shop for ingredients and then cook out of it. So it's a mix between Supermarket Sweep and Chopped, where like they have to go get their ingredients and cook with it, and so they're being challenged on the shopping side and the cooking side.
Gotcha.
Supermarket Sweep is also a great show with what's his name? Dave Brubeck. Dave Brubeck, yeah.
He's old and he wears sweaters.
His sweaters are so cool. I love them so much. So much sweater. I haven't worked on my sweaters. So if y'all don't know, I like to knit. So you're gonna hear me talk about that sometimes.
Go check out Hannah's Knit Cottage.
I'm
It's
working on
actually linked in the channels on our channel that we're subscribed to. And funny enough,
Kitchen Nightmares. Yeah, that was Is that off the air now? I guess they just show reruns all the times.
Funny enough,
Work.
if you pay attention well enough in some of Hannah's stuff, you actually see some behind the scenes of my stuff.
Yeah.
You actually see what you guys look like to us.
Yes, especially if you go watch Socksgiving. It's in the Socksgiving.
I wasn't gonna tell them which one. I was gonna make them figure it out.
I'm not
Let
gonna
them
make
watch
all
everything.
of those. Socksgiving still has 3 of them.
Okay, fair.
But can I show them what I'm doing?
I don't care.
I'm making a sock. So I have the cuff and the leg, and then this is the heel. So I'm working on the foot now. It's a little baby sock. It's a Christmas present. It's my first. Sorry, I'm trying to turn it where you can see it. It's my first commissioned sock. You don't have to put it full
Whoops,
screen.
wrong one.
You don't have to put this full screen. Okay.
There.
It's a sock. It's a whole sock. So that's the cuff and the leg and then the heel. I'm doing the sock. So, yep. My first paid order for a sock. I'm proud.
Don't start commissioning her just
yeah.
yet. She's got a lot going on. I
Knitting
promise you.
ASMR. No, I just like to talk about my knitting, honestly. Like for me, like I already sit and knit by myself so much. I don't want to sit and film ASMR.
Although I will say you are doing better in the last couple of videos about explaining about what's going on and what you're talking about and what you're doing.
Because I realize that there's like a 50-50 mix of people who actually knit who watch me versus people who don't knit. So I try to explain it. After Christmas, I'm working on a series. It's gonna have a pattern with it, but basically if you wanted to knit socks, it goes through everything from start to finish about how to knit them and how to be independently knitting them and getting foot size right for those things. And you can apply those principles to anything with knitting. So if you're completely, I wouldn't say like brand new knitter, but like if you can like knit and purl, you know, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube that teach you that. I learned from YouTube. So
yeah, but you're also starting to use YouTube to teach too, I think. It sounds like, at least based off of what I've been watching.
Well,
you're getting better about teaching as you go.
Are you a member of a competitive knitting circuit? No. There is a competitive knitting circuit. That's the cool part. There's a show. It's called Knit Stars, and they do like, it's like basically like a Chopped type show or like Project Runway, but with knitting.
Golbat's evolving.
Hey!
We're gonna get our Crobat. Dracula's gonna become a Crobat. About time. I was hoping it would evolve soon. Ooh, I gotta check those 2 trees.
I know, Puff. Hey, just be careful on the abbreviations, what we're standing for. Just keeping it friendly for the little friends who sometimes watch.
Hey, everything we do here is family friendly. It's the moniker we derive under. That's all we're saying is just keep it family friendly.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's evolved our Crobat. So ooh, cross poison. So the only thing we got left to evolve is our Spike. We gotta evolve him up to his final form, which we will get there. Let's drop Gust. This cross poison is worth hanging on to.
Thanks, Fist. That stands for lawn mowing across Oceania. We'll let that stand. We'll let that stand this one time. Where's Diddley? We lost Diddley.
Nah, Diddley did say something about he was having some problems with his internet earlier, so
poor Diddley.
may still be having an internet struggle.
Diddley is our resident historian. That's why Diddley was like, there's lore, because he keeps track of the Grants Gaming Corner history.
Oh yeah.
He knows.
Oh, Hatch was in earlier.
I missed Hatch.
Yeah, you did miss Hatch.
I was working on my quilt.
I gotta talk to him after stream tonight.
Okay.
I had a train of thought and I lost. Oh, I gotta check those trees in a minute. I keep forgetting. We got about 15 minutes, so remind me in a minute or two. I need to check those last in a minute or two. Then I need to check those trees, please. Excuse me. Because I know how you are. If I don't tell you to remind me in a few minutes. Yeah.
I know nothing.
What
Diddley,
happens
where art thou?
is...
Diddley, where art thou? Diddley's gonna watch this back and laugh really hard.
I hope so. What happens is, between the two of us, when we tell each other to remind each other of something, we remind each other that moment then.
Yeah.
We don't wait till later on.
Do you want to give an example?
That's what we're making reference of. Do it.
Example, ask me to remind you.
Well, as an example, if I was to ask Hannah to remind me to end stream in a minute.
Great, you need to end stream in a minute.
But instead of waiting until it's time to actually end the stream, she'll remind me right now.
He doesn't say when. Just remind him.
Even when I say when, it seems like it's the concept of she'll say it and then tell me to do it at the time which I told her to remind me to do it.
He started it.
Do not even blame that one on me. I did not start that one. That was you.
Are we doing a Grant's Gaming Corner Christmas special?
I don't know. We got to talk about that.
Yes.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Okay.
I will say we're discussing some plans.
Would you now? This would be a pre-recorded. This would not be a live Christmas special, just because we're both pretty booked all day Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Well, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's for that matter.
Yeah, New Year's
falls on
Day.
Wednesday, which is normally a recorded day. Christmas Day and New Year's Day are both on Wednesdays, which are normally recorded days anyways. The eves, the Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, the Tuesdays, that's the ones that we've got to talk about, which as of right now,
there's no way we're streaming on Christmas Eve. We're
no.
So don't expect to see us on Christmas Eve.
That's what I was gonna say. Christmas Eve is out of the question right now.
If you see us on Christmas Eve, it's because it's a pre-recorded video. It's not because it's a live.
And I'm not even 100% sure I'm gonna be able to get anything pre-recorded by then because I'm booked up getting the other stuff. You know, well, the problem's not the ideas, it's the time.
I know.
But New Year's Eve, I do have a question that Hannah and I are discussing. I will get back to you guys about that. So give me just a little bit, and I will let y'all know a little bit more about New Year's Eve when it gets closer.
But if you would be interested in seeing a Christmas special, let us know in chat. And if you're not watching this live, let us know in the comments below. By Christmas special, we're talking about like certain games out there have holiday things and events. So we're talking about something in those veins for Christmas Eve pre-recorded video, not live. The New Year's Eve thing, we have a solid idea. It's just a matter of can we actually execute that idea. So do either of us watch anime? I have watched I watched a little bit of Attack on Titan. I got all the way into, I guess it's season 5. Right when they took the big break, I caught all the way up through that. I ended up stopping just because it was such a drain. And my taste changed. I also have watched some, it's called I'm a Spider, So What? I started watching that too. That was interesting, but again, just kind of my taste changed. And I kind of found that I just liked watching a little bit different content, much more like, vlogs, podcasts, things like that.
Yes, I have more than watched my share of anime over the years. So much so that I can't just give you a list of everything I've ever watched. I've watched tons. My genre though is mech. I prefer mech anime. Gundam, it was that early series that got me into that kind of anime, and I've just always liked that kind of ever since. The space battles, the ideas of using armored suits and piloting big machines like that. It's always been a fascination for me. I mean, I like planes. Planes have been a fascination for me. I have flown a little bit in my lifetime, and so that kind of like correlates in my mind.
When he says flown, he's not talking about he went on a commercial flight. He's talking about actually flew the plane, like piloted the plane.
Personal aircraft of family that I actually flew myself. I do not have my pilot's license. I did go up with family, but I was being taught how to actually fly a personal aircraft. And I kind of hate that I did not log my hours as well as I should have, or kept up with them as well as I should have, because I honestly probably could have had my pilot's license before I had my driver's license if I would have done what I was supposed to have done and kept with it as well as I could have, but I did not. As far as actually getting into an airplane and flying it, I don't know how much of it would come back like riding a bike, but I'm pretty sure I would be okay enough to not die if I had to get us out of the air, if that makes sense.
I have Flight Sim. We should pull Flight Sim. Of course, now it's not the brand new one, but
Yeah,
Microsoft Flight
maybe
Sim. I
do
have it. We could do that. I want to get Grant to play Flight Sim, but I really want Grant to play Truck Simulator, and I have the wheel. I think it'd be really fun to have a trucking day.
What do you want to do? Bring it over here and set it up on mine? Because we got to get it off your computer.
Or stream from mine.
Yeah, but we'd have to move yours over. We can't stream from where yours is at right now. We'd have to get the studio fully set up.
That's something about when we get the studio.
Oh, okay. Which we need to get that worked on some more. But yes, we are still in process of getting the studio worked on.
Yeah, it's just a bad time of year to try and move forward.
That and some of it does have to do with we have to have some family help. It's not just us going out there and working on it.
Yeah.
It's we are do this in conjunction with some family, and we kind of have to do a lot of waiting with them. And some of it is they're busy, some of it we're busy,
Yeah.
some of it is just getting our timing right, and some of it is we all just have to discuss things that affect all of us that are involved with this, and we're just gonna get there when we get there. We're working on it, and we're eventually gonna have the studio set up, and give us some more room in the house technically, and room in the studio. And I'll have more room to do her her recording and her
And
edits.
do Stardew Valley. Any progress on
Yes.
Discord? Not really. Unfortunately, for both of us, this is our busiest season at work.
Yes.
For both of us, I mean, this is just the time of year. I think Grant being able to stream right now, he's fortunate. Now, are you going to be streaming this Thursday? With the
No.
Game Awards? Okay.
No. That's actually something I was going to talk about here in just a little bit.
Okay, so do you want to
no.
save it for a minute, or
So again,
you want to save it for a minute, or do you want to go ahead and talk about it?
we're close enough. I can give you guys a heads up. No, Thursday night I am taking off for the Game Awards. I know there was conversation in the past about me streaming it and doing my commentary on top. I decided against that because of the fact that I don't want something that's not within our moniker, family-friendly moniker, to go across the channel. And unfortunately, at the Game Awards, there are going to be some things that do go across the screen that are not family-friendly. I will, however, a few days later, probably not the very next day, because I do have things to do. I still have the 9 to 5 I've got to deal with. I will sit down and I will record my thoughts like I did last year and give you guys a 10-15 minute video on my thoughts. But I will not be doing a live broadcast of it because I can't control and secure all of the content. If I wasn't so highly concerned about my family-friendly concept and the fact that I want to keep the family-friendly concept here, I might not worry so much about it, but I don't want to be fighting with trying to constantly censor what's going across the screen, for one. And the other is I kind of want to just enjoy the Game Awards without the pressure of having to give thoughts or be entertaining. Nothing against you guys, nothing personal. I hope you guys don't take it that way. It's just I want to just be able to sit down and enjoy the Game Awards. It's one of the few things, it's one of the few quote-unquote shows of the year that I truly just enjoy getting to enjoy. The Pokemon Day, Pokemon Presents that comes around every year, Game Awards, and Pokemon Worlds. That's the three major that I can think of off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm not thinking of all the shows that I really enjoy, but those are the three major ones that I just like to be able to enjoy and not have to put something on top of it. Again, I got no problem with giving you guys my afterthoughts in a day or so, in a couple of days when I get a chance to sit down and record them. But I'm just going to enjoy the Game Awards on my own. I mean, I hope you guys get to enjoy them too.
Miss me back to what you were saying about the Discord. Yeah, it's a busy time of year for us. And I'm here much more than Grant is, I feel like, as far as time-wise, that he's... Because I have more time in the afternoon before he's streaming. He comes home and within an hour, he's prepping for stream. So, it's because it is his Discord, it's something I don't want to do without him being involved actively throughout the entire process. But and then he's trying to line up with my schedule. Our schedules are just difficult to line up, and we've been talking about that lately.
Plus spending time that's us.
Yeah.
Don't take it, as we're trying to say that everything else is not important, but we need time that's us still.
And especially with everything being so chaotic right now, I think both of us have kind of felt the stress of just taking a minute and breathing. And it's the first holiday season. We're in the same house and we're doing all the shopping together and getting all the decorations and the family events and planning all of that. And it's just,
Well,
it's
just
a lot.
To give you guys a little bit of an idea, we both still have 9 to 5s.
Yeah.
They don't line up perfectly with our hours. I am a little off balance compared to Hannah's 9 to 5 hours.
And I'm not a 9 to 5, I'll tell you that.
Well, we call it a 9 to 5. Mine's not either, but we call it a 9 to 5 because we're just discussing our real life jobs. This channel for me, and we talk about this all the time, this is a constant discussion between us. I treat it like a job. I treat it like a real job. I know it's not making me money. I know it's not to that point yet, but you don't go to a job for the job you do. You go for the job that you want. So the more I treat this like it's my next job, the more I can prepare it and do the things of a good quality, and the more I can put in true love to it to make it my next job, with the idea of it becoming my next job, if that makes sense. So I do put a lot of almost 2 jobs worth of work in between my 9 to 5 and this. Hannah does the same thing with hers, but she just doesn't do it as often as I do because I do these live streams. I do weekly videos. Hannah does hers a little bit more on bi-weekly, month, something like that.
Well, it's just the thing too with my job is that it's technically all under the same moniker as my one job, but there's some other projects that I'm involved with that are after hours that kind of become a second job. So enter went, Diddley, we missed you. We're so glad you're back.
I told her that you were having some internet problems earlier.
Diddley, we've been giving a bunch of lore. You'll have to watch back.
Yeah.
We also said how much we missed you. We're glad you're back. We need our historian.
But having said all this about how we treat our 9 to 5s and our channels as secondary jobs, we stay busy.
Yeah.
We stay very busy. Plus we have family obligations between both of our families, hers, mine. Y'all know Chloe. So she fits into all this, and we keep up with her. She is a priority, always will be. Yeah. So we are constantly having to balance all of this time, plus find time for us to be able to be us. And that is one thing that we both agreed from the get-go. No matter how big either one of our channels get, no matter how much our 9 to 5s happen, what?
I said how big or small.
Big or small. We're always going to dedicate time to us, for us. Because you can't have a relationship without nurturing it. Plain and simple. So we do take time for us sometimes to where we're not worried about everything else, to where we're not worried about what's going on. We take time with Chloe to where it's just the 3 of us as a family, and we're going to, nurture those kind of relationships as a family. We got to. So we take all these things into account. Having said that, we did talk about over the weekend trying to give a little bit of time to working on the Discord.
Yeah.
But that time quickly got ate up with family things. And it's not that we weren't trying to make it a priority. It's just family priorities come higher for us.
Yeah. But I feel like I can think of a day off the top of my head pretty soon that we could say, hey, if we can cross out like an hour to get it set up. And what we might do is once we set it up, start with just like maybe Grant and mods and kind of get it rolling that way, and then slowly progress in from there. Just because with Discord, not any of you guys, but we all know that there are people on the internet who, if you leave any loopholes and things, they're going to find them and they're going to exploit them.
Yep.
So that's kind of the hesitation with the Discord too, and the putting it off, is making sure that we are rested enough, aware enough, and clear enough on what we want for the Discord, and what the needs are, because there are some legitimate needs with that, as far as a channel for mods to communicate with Grant, to help Grant get it in his setup where he can have an eye on Discord while he's streaming, all the things. But also like leaving channels and avenues too for you guys to talk with us and talk with each other I don't know that we're both going to be hanging out in the Discord all the time, but
I'm in
we'll
all
be
the time, but I'll check
we'll
in
be
regularly.
right. We'll be around.
Yeah.
But also making it where it's not. We don't want it to be a burden to us, where it's overwhelming. But we also want it to grow and to flourish. So.
Now let me clarify two things on that. One, I hope you guys see family time as more important than hanging out with us. I love you guys coming to hang out with us, but if you've got something real going on with your family, same with us with our family, by all means, enjoy your family time.
Or
Those
watch
are precious
with your family.
times.
Bring your
watch with
family.
your family if you can, but don't let us take away from your family time.
Yeah.
Don't make me a priority over your family. I promise you, I will be here. I will be doing this for a while, unless just something happens that disables me from being able to be here. I plan on doing this for a while. You can always come catch up, and you can always catch up on VOD. You can always come say hi later. Same thing with us. That's the reason why we prioritize family over most everything else as much as we can.
Yeah.
That's always been a value for the two of us. It's always going to be a value for the two of us. The other thing is, it's not that we don't trust any of you guys. You guys are all amazing. You guys are all great people. You've all been very good with taking care of the channel rules here and upholding them and being a part of them.
And defending when somebody comes in and is disrespectful to those. We've had a couple of incidents where
Yes.
we had some things going on, and if maybe I wasn't there or I was working on it behind the scenes, and you guys stepping up and really standing up for what the channel stands for, that really meant a lot to us.
Yes. And there's things that are going to happen in the future because of that. Hannah and I've already discussed some things. We're just not ready to the point to pull the trigger on them and make these things happen yet. We're going to make them happen, though. Having said that,
I
the
don't know
reason...
what he's talking about, but okay. You can tell me later.
Okay, I'll remind you later. Having said that, the reason why we're setting up and want these rules to be as airtight as we can make them on the Discord is not because we're worried about you guys, but to help protect you guys and us and allow us all to have a spot that's safe to where we're not constantly having to say, hey, watch it, don't do that. And we're not having to constantly mod other people coming in and bothering us. It can be a place where we can all let our hair down, as it were, relax, and just have conversation. Discuss the things that we all want to discuss within the realms of what we all know we're okay with discussing. So if we can make it safer for all of us, you guys included, then that makes it easier for you guys to just relax and have a conversation with us. And we're not sitting there constantly modding other people. You guys are not going to have to jump down and say, hey, whoa, that's not how we deal with things around here. And we're not all not pretending. We're not all having to play supervisor. We're all just relaxing, sitting around the Discord, chatting, and enjoying it. Does that make sense?
That was a very long-winded answer.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure that it was
I know, but we go through this every time we talk because we've discussed this a lot as far as what our goals are for this. So,
wrong button.
And also, I'm looking forward to giving our people their roles in the Discord. Cannot wait to officially crown Diddley the Gaming Corner historian.
That's part of what I was just talking about, but that's not all of it. That's part of it. We'll talk a little bit.
Yeah.
So now that we've gone through the serious stuff, we are fixing to wrap up here in just a few minutes because I've got to get some sleep. You can ask Diddley. I was yawning at the beginning of stream, and that was early on for me.
Somebody did not want to wake up this morning.
That's fair. So crown. If we can set you up with a digital one somehow or another.
Yeah, so we're gonna crown Diddley the new Gaming Corner historian.
We'll set you up with a digital one.
We're gonna knight you, Diddley. We're gonna bestow the title. We're
Diddley.
Yes, Sir Diddley, Gaming historian. Yes, we're gonna knight all of our people, lords and ladies.
Okay, so to give you guys a rough idea.
Oh, I'm sorry, missed me.
You really are having a rough this week, aren't you, Miss Me?
Miss Me needs to be the pollster.
Well, you missed it earlier. Miss Me was telling us about the bad hair day again at the beginning.
What?
Miss Me had a bad hair day at the beginning.
I had one today too, and that's why mine's like
so.
this. It was all crazy this morning, and luckily at work it was a dress up day to dress like a Christmas tree. So I took a headband and hid all the craziness. Your hair looks like Clive. Oh no!
From Pokémon. The director in Scarlet
I don't know.
and Violet. I'll show you a picture later.
Okay.
But seriously, Miss Me, I hope that you don't have what we had a few weeks ago. That sore throat thing, that might be what's going
It's
around
been
right
going
now.
around. I don't know about
Yeah.
your cool to the crown, not the throat hurting.
Fair. So, give you guys a bit of a heads up. Yes, Thursday I am planning on taking off to watch the Game Awards. Of course, we talked about that a while back. I am not going to live stream it because of the fact that I cannot censor everything about it, and I don't want to put something that's not our family-friendly moniker across the channel. I just don't. I will do a video within a few days as soon as I get an opportunity to sit down and record after the Game Awards and give you guys my thoughts. I am working on trying to figure out the post-Christmas Mario Kart. Once I get that figured out a little bit more, I will give you guys details on that. At Christmas and Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, Christmas Day and New Year's Day, there will officially not be any kind of streams for sure. Those 2 days, I'm going to do my best to get some video records up. Those are Wednesdays. Those are normally video record days anyways. I've got to get a lot of recording done here lately. I'm going to get to it, but I got to get to it. As far as the eves, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Christmas Eve, I will tell you now for sure, there will be no live stream. I have a lot of family stuff to do that night. I do have to spend some time at the 9 to 5. That is going to be a very, very busy, very, very hectic day for me. So I am going to tap out now. As far as putting up something recorded, I got a lot on my schedule now for recording as is. I will see what I can sneak in for you guys. Forgive me if I don't get anything up for you guys that night, but I will try. I just can't promise you in this moment. As far as New Year's Eve goes, we will discuss that because we do have ideas, but I need to talk to Hannah some more before we get into it.
We should have
to do
that
some scheduling
decided
stuff.
by next week, I think. I think we'll have it nailed down for next week.
Do our best. I will give you guys a heads up about it as soon as I can. But yeah, just keep an eye out on the channel. You guys know I like to post stuff up. I will tell you guys as best I can. And naturally, as soon as I get to stuff organized, I will give you guys trailers, shorts, to let you guys know as much as I can. Of course, we'll talk about it in chat and all this. So best I can tell you is hang in there. I do have stuff planned. I am doing my best to give you guys as much as I can over these holidays, but there will be some lacking because of the fact that some of it I am just going to enjoy some family time. Plain and simple. It's the holidays, but I will do my best to give you guys as much as I can in the meantime. Other than that, just keep an eye out for the pre-recorded stuff. I have been putting up some new games for pre-recorded. I hope you guys are enjoying some of those. And we'll keep going from there. Anything you want to throw out there at the moment? Anything you can think of that's a set in stone that we're good to talk about yet? Nope. Okay, everything else we'll discuss.
Except the Basset Hound.
We will get back to you guys on the rest of the stuff between here and there. You guys have a great night. Get some rest. I will be back tomorrow night. We will be back to playing Echoes of Wisdom tomorrow night. I have pushed... I hate when the Switch does that. I have pushed Mario and Luigi back a week because of the Game Awards. Like I said, I will try to get you guys something up about the Game Awards as soon as I can. Don't expect it the very next day, but give me a couple of days. I've got to get sent down at the computer and be able to do the recording, but I'll give you guys my thoughts as soon as I can. Other than that, you guys have a great night. Get some rest tonight. I will see you guys back here tomorrow night. Did you have something before we completely close out? Oh, you did that hand thing, so I thought you were trying to stop me.
Nope.
Appreciate you guys coming to hang out tonight. If you guys have not yet done so, hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps spread the love around YouTube. It helps YouTube see that what we're doing here is worth doing and spreads around the videos and the VODs and basically gives other people a chance to be able to see who may not have seen what we do here. Maybe we can gain us some new community help and some new friends. If you guys are new around here and have not hit that subscribe button, definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. You don't want to miss out on everything that's going on the channel because we do have a lot going on, and it's a lot of good entertainment, I think. So far, it seems that way, and Hannah's laughed at some of my stuff so far, what she's seen so far. So if that says anything, it's going to be good. Thank you all. Love you all. I will see you guys all back here tomorrow night. Are you stopping me before? Oh, I'm just double checking, making sure that's not you want to say something. Thank you all. Love you all. I'll see you guys here tomorrow night. In the meantime, be good and God bless.